Have you ever wondered what it would be like to live entirely on your own in the untamed wilderness? To face dangerous creatures and harsh conditions without any help from the outside world? Well, I'm about to share my experience of doing just that. 100 days alone with nothing but my own skills and determination to survive. It was the challenge of a lifetime, but little did I know the true dangers that awaited me in this unforgiving land. Join me as I share the incredible true story of how I survived 100 days with dragons. On the first morning of my journey, I awoke and quickly began gathering resources, desperately searching for any signs of shelter before nightfall. The forest seemed eerily quiet, but I knew that danger could be lurking behind any tree. As the sun rose higher, I started to see flickers of movement in the treetops. At first, I thought it was just the breeze rustling the leaves, but then I heard the chilling sound, a roar that shook me to my very core. Gripping my makeshift stone axe tightly, I slowly peered around the wide trunk of the oak tree I was hiding behind. That's when I saw it for the first time, perched majestically in the treetops. Was an immense creature with glittering emerald scales and massive bat-like wings. Its piercing yellow eyes scanned the forest below, and for a terrifying moment, our gazes met. I had encountered my first dragon, and I knew deep down that surviving 100 days was going to take everything I had just to make it through the first. My blood ran cold as the dragon stretched its wings and launched itself from the treetops, soaring overhead so close I felt the rush of air from its beating wings. I knew I had to get out of this forest as quickly as possible, but first I'd need some basic tools and supplies if I hoped to have any chance of surviving the coming nights. With the dragon's roar still echoing through the trees, I stumbled through the undergrowth searching for stone, wood, anything that could help. It was only after dusk that I finally broke free of the forest, collapsing exhausted in the tall grass of an open field. As the last light vanished behind the distant mountains, an unearthly shriek cut through the darkness. I peered up at the sky just in time to see the silhouette of the dragon circling high above, backlit by the rising moon. It had found me again, and I knew this was only the beginning. My first night had just begun, and it promised to be a long battle just to see the sunrise. Under the faint moonlight, I scrambled to assemble any kind shelter before the dragon's next pass. Broken branches and stray leaves would have to do for now. As the wind picked up, howling through the empty meadow, I caught a glimpse of leathery wings cutting across the sky. My heart lurched in my chest as the dragon circled lower, blasting jets of flame that lit up the grass in an eerie orange glow. Crouching in my makeshift leafy nest, I prayed it wouldn't see me hidden among the trees. Dawn couldn't come soon enough. As the eastern sky began to lighten, the dragon's angry roars faded into the distance. I emerged from my shelter to survey the damage. Blackened earth and smoking tree trunks were all that remained of the field I'd crossed just hours before. It was a chilling reminder of the terrifying power I faced trying to survive in this land. And it was only the very beginning of my 100-day trial.